Hey everyone, X-Man490 here, and I'm playing some Minecraft to sort of, prove a point here. Oh wow, the whole Jason thing from Heavy Rain, that's even more appropriate, or also appropriate. Because what I'm going to talk about here is games that like really rely on their story, but beyond that story, there's not very much like variation or anything that really befits a game. Like you play, like a Mario or The Legend of Zelda, and they're like, you can go through the secret like the secret areas, or you could, in Zelda, like in Mario, you can go like through pipes and such. But in Zelda, you can like just go all around the world and even get some sort of progress by just defeating enemies, just all willy nilly, all over the place. But Heavy Rain is just, oh, here's a story. No, it's a really nice story. Yeah, yeah, murder mystery. Ooh, isn't that intriguing? But beyond that, it's just that's it. And quick time events everywhere. It's even if it's done really well, like the Telltale formula, it just it like once you've seen it, it just it's like, yeah, sure, whatever. You're kind of done with it. Like I've even tried to get back into The Wolf Among Us, and over the past few weeks, I've just played like 2 episodes. That's it. It's just, yeah, whatever. Yeah, like I know this, like, this character is gonna die, and oh, I hear that some fan theory that this character is actually the bad guy or bad person. But then again, and then there's this scene, and then this character is gonna, like, make the protagonist get all angry and such. All right, let's bring blocks down. Sorry. Um. Anyways, I beat Skyrim, and like Skyrim's story, and again, it's a really nice story, really epic. And in the end, it's like the dragons, they accept you for your Thum. Yes, you have the Thum of a dragon, blah blah blah, etc. etc. But there's not really much beyond that. But just, I don't even know. It was really quick to mine that sort of thing. Picking flowers every day because I like them. Anyways, yeah, like it's worth, like, the story's worth getting to, but I mean, if you ask me, if I had to choose between a game with a really nice story that looks really nice, or a game that plays really well, then I'd pick the game that plays really well and has like variations in its gameplay, because otherwise it's just, like, you just kind of get bored with it. No second playthrough. Maybe a second or third playthrough if you really like it, but still. um, but when there's like variation in the gameplay, then you can really like keep playing over and over again. That's why the sandbox genre has gotten so popular. That's why Minecraft, gotten so popular. It's sold like 40 million. If you're not counting like the original Super Mario Bros, which I think actually only sold like, I don't know, but it was like bundled with the NES, so you can't really count that, and like, you know, but Minecraft is coming up there in sales, maybe even surpassing Tetris, which again is all about the gameplay, and it changes every time you play. You know, it's not like, oh well, here's a story, and oh, it's so epic, and oh, and you can maybe tell your friends that the story is so good, but people like it's not something that you can say, oh well, I played this game, and oh, this happened. Oh, I never heard of that. Oh wow, all these people are saying that they've had so much fun with these games. I should check it out. That's how Minecraft sells. That's how Tetris sold, I bet. Um, Wait a minute, I don't need that. Got my pickaxe right here. Though it is gonna run out. Do I have any Endestein? I guess I don't. Okay. Uh, or Andesite, whatever. Um, so yeah, like, so sometimes even sometimes the story of a game is actually not even good. A lot of games that are really popular, or I mean, like really good gameplay, quite popular, or could be quite popular, I guess. Something really interesting. They're just let down by their stories. There's Grand Theft Auto 5, which has all these protagonists who are like complaining to each other, like, oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, well, you gotta do this. Come on, quit whining, quit being a whiner. Oh, why don't you two just shut up? Uh, you know, um, it's and also like the story missions are kind of aggravating as well, but that's another story. But the thing about it is that let's throw these away. I don't care. Yeah, just meanwhile, like if you're not playing through the story, you can just drive around, run people over, whatever, get into a fight with the cops and die because the cops are just really powerful all of a sudden. Just it's like people refer to games as like water cooler games, like, oh well, again, like, oh, this is what I did, and it's completely different, you know like I've shown videos of Don't Starve, things that I've never seen before, and it's really interesting. You probably never seen them before either, and also just like general guides, and some of these games, like sort of roguelikes, they're always different. Minecraft is always different, not so much roguelike, but it still really varies. Sure, not really varying the gameplay exactly, but with what you do, like where you go, what you find, what you build, it has that kind of draw. So another game that suffers from a bad story is The Crew. Um, Probably haven't really heard of it, I guess, but I've heard of it a couple times. Ubisoft's sort of sandbox driving game, I guess. And there's like a story about some like angry guy getting revenge on somebody who killed his daughter or something. I don't know. Um, and it just like doesn't like the story is just bad. But the gameplay, I mean, I don't know about the gameplay, but it does, like, I heard it does sort of stretch across the United States, as like a facsimile of the United States replica, a shortened, shrunken replica, but still, that's something really interesting. Um, it doesn't need a story. And then there's Watch Dogs again. Oh, the gruff guy, he's angry, and someone killed his like niece or whatever. But in the game, you can just like hack things and blow people up, and just cause traffic jams, stuff like that. Just it doesn't matter when it comes to the story. You don't need like a character just like murdering people, and because he's tough guy and whatever. Um, and yet again, another game about a tough guy, having to kill people in sandbox. Dying Light, yeah, a game that actually recently came out. Um, I don't need eggs. Do I? Yeah, I could get some more coal. Well, actually, I want to keep that coal. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Um, so Yeah, Dying Light, I guess, like is pretty fun with some parkour and zombie hitting, like hitting zombies. And I even saw that it sort of has like an arcadey bent to it. Like sometimes it's like, oh, 20 points, you just beat his head in. And like that's pretty cool. That's that's even kind of funny. I haven't built a house or anything yet. I'm playing in peaceful, so it doesn't matter. Guess I'll put one over here because, snow. Um, in fact, I'll even gather some snow. Yeah. So again, it doesn't need a story. And as I'm saying, like, doesn't need a story. It's like a song by Nerimon, I think it is, Alex Day. Uh, also actually, that's his name. Or yeah, like that's the name of the channel, I think. Um, and he made some videos, some music videos about, or just like, or songs about games and how they've changed and what they, like how they just, need to stop changing in bad ways. And one of the songs is Sonic Doesn't Need a Story, which, is especially true today with I mean, well, not so much generations, but sort of, but there is Colors and Lost World that had these really dumb cutscenes, really just really silly characters. Like Sonic in Colors, he's like Sonic is even like, "Hey, why am I talking to myself?" Like really, the focus really should be on just like playing, running around at the speed of sound and such, or even just running around in general. Um, let's see. Okay, I can have more in the stack. Whatever. So yeah, so I think I can't think of like any other games I've been thinking of that sort of, this is about, this whole, story and gameplay, because, people say, oh, well, there's ludonarrative dissonance, and, that's a whole nother thing. But, when, like, sometimes, like, a story is story and gameplay is gameplay, do they really need each other? No, not really. Um, In story, like story, you can watch once and then you kind of be done with. But the gameplay, if it's something really special, really interesting, really fun, and you could just stick to it, like I have with Minecraft here. After 5.5 years, it's still really good. Still really like it.